Good afternoon and welcome to PPP Systems Limited. Today we're going to look at our Print Pro traffic signs software, whose purpose is to try and guide you to compliance with Schedule 13.9. This is our second release of this software, and at the moment it offers variable rectangles, variable chevron, and the ability to create sign schedules and create user preferences. So let's start with the first and make up a sign. So at the moment it is only variable rectangle and variable chevron, but the whole idea of this is it's going to be a base line, and then whenever you adopt this software things can be added and changed. Having chosen variable rectangle, we're offered the 5 sign types that are available. At least 2 of them you're probably not familiar with, and the most popular, of course, yellow background with black text, red background with white text, and white background with black text. These 3. These blue ones are less popular, but they do exist. Then the next thing we have is an offering of the speed of the road, and that determines the X height, and the X height of course is the height of the letter X, the lowercase x. So if you're wanting to do up to 30 miles an hour, then you need a 75 mil. If you want to go up to above that to 40, it's 100, 125, and so on all the way up. There's basically, you decide where you're putting the sign, and then it'll calculate the correct X height. Then we have sign size. Now within the schedule there are only calculate the X height from the sign size. Calculate the sign size from the X height, and then there is provision that allows you to use 1050, 750, which equally can be 750, 1050. And then we allow for sections, so you can create up to 3 sections of text. And basically, if we take a sign that just says diverted traffic, and we stick an arrow that way to the right and draw the sign, there you have a totally compliant sign. Within the system there are diversion symbols, and you simply click on and it inserts it. When you draw the sign, there's the diversion symbol. Then there are other symbols such as buses, bicycles, people, parking, and these at the moment are the basics, and we will be putting more as required. So if we again stick a bicycle in there, draw the sign, there's our bicycle. And of course characters that include things like these types of symbols, brackets, these are various, some of these characters you can find on the keyboard, but these are harder to find on the keyboard. So again, draw the sign, and there we have it. The text on the sign can be aligned to the left or to the right. And then if we have multiple sections, put in the center, put an arrow underneath it, section 2, we'll put that arrow underneath it, and section 3 we'll put that arrow to the right. We draw the sign, there you have it. So it's fairly straightforward procedure to create the signs, and once you've created a sign, you then are given the options to download, and the download can be handled either as a PDF or an EPS, and you can include or exclude the border and background, and this is done here in your preferences. So you open up preferences. So when I download a file I've created, there's going to be no border, no background, and it's going to be PDF. So if you watch, when I click download, it opens up and says you've chosen to open this file, and I'm not bothered about opening it, but basically it will download this PDF. And what's great about PDF is if you're using a plotter, WinPlot works really well, which is a freebie plotting software. But if you're wanting to print, then you would go to your preferences and you'd say, I want the background on and the border on, and save those. And then when we draw the sign and download, it will have the yellow and black options. It really is up to how you want to do it. Now, one neat feature we have are schedules. So you're able to create schedules. So I've got a couple of dummy ones that I've created. So you basically click this plus sign and create a schedule. But I'll show you what I've got here. So I'm able to view these, and there's my signs that I put in earlier. Now when you go back to a schedule, I can click on that plus, and this now makes this schedule the default. So when I create signs, I can save that to the schedule. And so when I go back to the schedules and view that one, there it is in there. And from here I can click on this and it will download as a PDF in full color. So it's really quite easy to use, and it's online based, and if anyone would like to trial it, see how you get on, please contact us. There's a whole host of help files, including the outline of the software, design guidance, explanation of X height and where it applies, explanation of date and time formats, distance formats, character and group spacing, some design guidance, and these design notes. Basically we just add to these as and when something crops up. So there's plenty to go at there. It's a great piece of software and so easy to use. As I say, if you're interested in trialing it, please contact us. Anyway, thank you very much for your time today.